Hello there, this is 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 and this Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I will be driving my Apollo Intenza Emozione in multiplayer to determine how far can it take me? This is the series in which I drive the cars in MP1 in the ranked multiplayer for the most competitive experience, and well, we're gonna see how far this car takes me. Now, I'm really excited to use this car because I absolutely love the Apollo Intenza Emozione. It's one of my favorite non-Lambo cars out there. Just look at it, it's absolutely crazy. I love it, and today we'll test it. Before I jump into it though, if you like my content, you know what to do. Please hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do that, you tell YouTube this is worth recommending to more people, so that allows me to continue making these videos for you. But alright, so, like I just mentioned, I'm gonna be playing this in MP1, which is the summer growth, and I'm currently in the Gold League 4. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, the card that I'm going to be using is the Apollo Intenza Emozione. But just to have a quick look at what else am I going to be racing in this same sub-league, my opponents are possibly going to be the Lamborghini Murcielago, the Corvette ZR1, the Arinera Husaria, we got the Jag CX-75, VLF4s, Aston Martin Vantage GT12, the Apex AP0, Volcano, and the Sin R1. Now, I might still find some opponents from higher leagues, very likely, but still, these are going to be, in theory, my main opposition. Now, having a look at this car itself, Class B car, almost of a 4,000 rank, and I have it upgraded all the way to the max without any epics. I don't believe I actually have one epic here, apparently, in acceleration, one epic in nitro. It would have been better if I put both in acceleration, but oh well. Now, this car, in terms of the stats, for a Class B, it's considerably fast, not insanely fast, but considerably fast. Acceleration is really good, handling is very good, and nitro is also pretty alright. I would say even on the good side. Now, I don't think it necessarily excels at anything, but it's overall a very good rounder with pretty good acceleration. So, when I consider the other cars that I'm going to be fighting in the same league, I think the main dangers are going to be when I land in top speed tracks, my main danger is going to be the VLF and the Icona Volcano. When I'm gonna be in twisted tracks, it's gonna be the Apex and the GT12. From honestly these four cars, well, honestly I don't know about the Jag because this is a car that I've never driven. I still have to test it at some point. But the other cars, I don't think they're really gonna be all that much of a challenge, given that the Arinera, while being very fast for Class C, compared to a Class B, it's just okay and has bad nitro. The Murcielago is not amazing at anything, and the ZR1, well, it's a very rare car, so I don't imagine I'll be finding it. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the races and see what we can do. And as expected, I'm actually finding cars from different leagues. There's a Centenario, there's a LaFerrari, oh, there's the Icona, alright, that one is indeed in theory, natural opposition around this sub-league. But either way, so yes, I was saying this car is, oh man, I absolutely love this car's look. I know, I've said it. There's a few cars, well, there's a bunch of cars that are not Lambos that I like, but this is one of my favorite. It just looks so absolutely beautiful. And I know some people think like, oh my god, this is crazy, it's over-designed and whatnot. Over-designed, honestly, I think it would be more like the Apollo, what is it called? Apollo Evo. The other one in Class B, the one without the wing but a bunch of fins. Yeah, that one I do believe it's over-designed. I still like it, but you know, it's just alright. This one, however, man, I love. Oh god, I almost just rang out by my own fault at that. Well, I have a massive lead over everybody. I wonder how is that possible. Like I was saying, the Icona Volcano, I don't quite remember the speed, but I think it should be somewhere around like 380. So it's 380 for a Class S is not good, but for the competition of all of this, yeah, that should be pretty strong. Though, I would imagine it suffers in other aspects. Probably acceleration is not going to do great. Well, obviously you saw that my acceleration for this car, it's actually pretty dope. So yeah, earlier when I said this doesn't excel or anything, okay, it does excel at the acceleration. Though in Class B, normally, at least in the old multiplayer, you will find a lot of other cars that can out-accelerate it, absolutely no problem. But okay, look at that. So we had the Centenario P1, Volcano, FXX, Cayman Clubs, but wow. LaFerrari and a Zonda HP Barquera. Alright, decisive first place. And once again, I'm finding cars from other leagues. Look at that, there's the HP Barquera. That is what, a super fast? I don't know. GTR. No, that's an 812 TDF, isn't it? I think so. See, I'm starting to learn a little bit about which Ferrari is which, because I may or may not be working on a video related to Ferrari. Just saying, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so once again, the acceleration just really shines. And look, to be fair, this car, even in the old multiplayer, oh god, it would be my free ticket out of the Gold League. Not that it was normally a problem to get out of Gold League, but this car would absolutely no problem get me out of there. And this car was still very fun to drive in the Platinum League when it was mostly against Class A cars. I say mostly because, you know, I would still find a bunch of 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 Evo Spiders, but hey. Which reminds me, is the Evo Spider available in this season? I don't believe so. But anyway. So yeah, absolutely adore this car. I'm sorry, I know, I keep talking about it like, oh my god, DVD, could you shut up? I get it, you like the car. Yes, I do, a lot. And honestly, I just like to bring it in bright colors like this, because the default color for this car is black, or carbon, I think. And it just doesn't show the beauty of it. Just look at this thing. Look at this thing, it's so beautiful. Alright, 20 more points. Defeated the 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞, F12 TDF, yeah, I knew it. HP Barquera, GTR Nismo, F12 TDF, Centenario, and a Renault Sport RS01. Wow, that guy was really brave bringing that. It's not even fully upgraded. That's actually, I think that's, oh, it might be one of those free try cars, maybe. So like I was saying, the default color is this, right? It's carbon, yeah, so it's black, but it's carbon. But, I mean, I know that some people like old black cars, but I don't know, it just kind of looks, doesn't show all the beauty that it has to offer. Then when you do it like this, and it adds the what you call it, the contrast between the color, the main color, and then the black parts. Oh, that looks beautiful. Let's drive it in white a little bit, because why not? All right, so we're in Auckland. Oh, look at that Viper in fancy colors. Now Auckland, it's one of those tracks that it's really good for agile cars, and especially for those with acceleration. So I think I have a pretty decent chance of doing it right over here, but let's check it out anyway. I don't know, I feel like this car, it's, I know, it's weird. I really think it's a very good performer, despite the fact that, you know what, maybe I should retract what I said earlier. I did say that that it didn't shine on anything. I just mentioned that it does shine on the acceleration, and all the other stats seems good enough. Again, 347 top speed when you have nitro, what is that, 360 or something like that? I mean, sure, it's not Class A speed 361. It's not straight up Class A speed or anything. Even the slow Class A go faster than this. But, well, slow average, I don't know. Am I making sense? Probably not. But still, and someone said this very recently, and I loved it because I never thought about it that way. In a previous video, someone said that what matters is it's the average speed. And suddenly I'm like, whoa, that's the best way of putting it out there. Yeah, average top speed. Because of course, if the top speed is insane, well, yeah, the thing goes fast. But how fast can you get to it? What is the speed that you're most likely gonna be at often? So I don't know. I think that was an amazing way of putting it out there. Why am I winning so many races? This is weird. I don't expect to win 3 races in a row. What's happening? But for example, this car, while it might not be insanely fast at the top end, the average speed that you're going to be reaching as you are using nitro and whatnot is going to be considerably high. So, I don't know. I just love it. Vantage GT12, this should have done much better, I think. Viper, Pininfarina, Brabham, Volcano, ZL1. Wow, they're bringing very low class cars. I barely have found cars that I thought I was going to be racing against. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of higher class cars. You know what I just realized? I think I know why this is happening. Okay, hold on. This is a top speed oriented track. Over here is where those 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿s are objectively faster. So they might just be able to... Oh, there's also a Volcano. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think I just realized why this is happening. Why am I getting W's? Because I am an amazing player, of course. No. Because, and this was not planned or anything, but I'm playing this considerably late in the season. I think I'm playing in the last third of the season, you know. Oh crap, I forgot to jump on the right side. I always forget it. I'm playing on the last third of the season. You know that the seasons are, what, 14 days? So there's, well, one on the last, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at third, whatever. There's still 5 days and some for this to end. So that means that a lot of people must have already ranked up. So I guess that's why I'm left fighting people that are not necessarily as, how can I say it nicely? That may still be working on their skills. How about that? So yeah, maybe that's what it is. And by the way, let the record show that I'm not trying to shame anybody. You know, I've said it a million times and I continue to say I'm not a great player. I am a pretty whatever player, so it's not like I'm trying to paint myself like, oh, look at DB2 doing the nah. But still, yeah, that's probably why I'm finding this. Because look, Volcano Titanium is faster, same for the FXX, but that's it. But honestly, bringing these other cars, I mean, look at the rank differences, right? So yeah, I think these are the people who are having trouble ranking up. So I guess I'm just speed running or something. I don't know. Now I brought my car in a completely bunkers color. Oh, there's another. Is that mine? Oh, that was another Apollo 8. That was someone else's. Okay, nice. And an Apollo 8. Look at that. The battle of the Apollos. If there was an Apollo Evo here, that would be dope as well. All right. So, oh, that is oh, what is that called? The Class C car that is not very fast, but it has insane acceleration. No, I'm not talking about the Resvani V-Stacks. No, I'm not talking about the Donkerboard. No, I'm not talking about the Formula E. R1. It's something R1. Man, just look at this. How am I? Oh man, now I feel like I'm just stomping on newbies again. No disrespect to other players, but I don't know. I don't know that this is proving or showing how effective or not this car is. But then again, this brings a problem. Like, the answer is, okay, dude, if you want this to be more competitive, play at the start of the season. Well, first of all, it makes it difficult, the fact that these seasons don't make sense when they start and when they end. I cannot keep track of when they start and they end. Because there used to be the case where every Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, when the new week began, you know, the new week of challenges and whatnot, that was the cutoff day. Not every week, but every other week, right? Now, I don't think it happens in those days. I don't really know when it happens. Just suddenly, I open the game some random day and it's like, oh wait, claim rewards, wait, it ended already? So it's difficult for me to follow. And then on top of that, there's a whole situation where if I rank up a lot at the beginning of the new season, I'm gonna still be pretty high up there in the league, so I don't get to test the lower ranked cars. So while I understand that this is probably fun in general to play it competitively and keep on grinding upwards. Overall, for my purposes of making videos like this, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. All right, look at that. The Apollo N was the second place. Where's the other IE? Wait, oh, there it is. Ooh, yeah, no, that wasn't very upgraded. That makes sense. Man, this is weird. You know what I'm thinking? For cases like this, maybe what I should do is bring cars of a previous league. Like right now that I'm encountering so many... Oh man, I just don't want to say it in a way that makes it sound like I'm trying to mock the players or anything. But you know, when I'm finding people that are not necessarily... Or let's leave it at that, they're having troubles ranking up. They're going to be bringing in general a little bit of questionable cars. Or maybe not. Maybe they're bringing good cars, but they just don't have enough practice time in them. So... maybe I should bring cars from a lower sub-league, in that way it should be a bit more fair, because I'm finding in this league a lot of people precisely with cars of a lower sub-league, so it's like I'm almost competing in a lower sub-league. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know, but... well, for now, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy the experience of getting some W's, a bunch of W's with my absolutely gorgeous looking Apollo 8. And I actually have been looking around to find a diecast of this vehicle. I collect 1 to 64 diecasts, and I have a bunch of them from different brands and whatnot. But I've been looking for one of these. I found one by some German brand, but it's very undetailed or lacking detail. It's alright, I have it. It's in black though. I would prefer it in the color, but no, I haven't found one high detail like a mini GT or something. I'll keep on looking though. I'll keep on looking because I would absolutely love to have this thing. In a 164 here on my desk or something. But alright, that's another W. Now this color I just cooked up looked fantastic in the garage. Let's see how it looks over here in the race. It's a dual tone. Hey, I love the fact that we can do some weird dual tone combination. Okay, it doesn't look like anything. It looks extremely... I mean, granted, it's matte, so of course it's not meant to reflect a lot of light, but you can barely see the colors. But to be fair, despite this track being in the daytime and whatnot, it's a considerably dark one. There's no like direct sunlight, so it doesn't allow my car to shine. Maybe I'll just make it a little brighter. Hopefully that'll make. It's a weird orange plus sort of cyan color to it, teal or something. And I don't know. Like I said, it kind of looked good in the. Okay, over there you can see it a little better, but I'm still not convinced about it. Was that a flower? Did I just see a flower? Did I just see like a rose on the road? What was that? gonna have to rewind that and see what was that, because it certainly looked to me like a rose when I drove past it, but I don't think I've ever noticed that, so I might just have been hallucinating now. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I hallucinated or not a rose over there. But anyway, yeah, look at this. This is what I'm saying. Very dark in general. This track. Oh god, very dark. I might as well go on this side. I never go on this side anymore. I used to take it because I was like, oh, it's a straight line. Later on, I realized that the lower route was better because you have the big jump at the end. So that's neat, I suppose. All right, there you go. Oh, what a beautiful machine. Also, is it me or did they change how the points are assigned? I'm just getting plus 20 points. I think you used to get like plus 30, so it was easier or faster to rank up. I've heard some people indeed complaining about this, but only now I'm actually experiencing it, so we'll see. Oh, speaking of ranking up, look at that. I just reached the Gold League 3. All right, perfect. So now we get to race against other individuals as well. Huh, and I found 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿. What? Yeah, I think it has to do with me playing so late in the season. And again, it's not that late. It's 5 days, almost 6 days. Technically speaking, now that I think about it, if it's 5 days plus some amount of hours, indeed it's almost 6 days. So it's closer to the 50% mark than to the 33% mark. You see what I'm saying? Huh. Maybe, once again, this might just have to do with how the system of once a new sub-season, I don't remember what they're calling them. But once they oh, and now my car looks extremely pale. Ah, come on. Ah, geez. You can barely see any orange. Anyway, how if you finish in platinum something in the last season, by the time the new season begins, you're still gonna be in platinum something or in high gold. So I don't know, just maybe that is why a lot of people have already ranked up and people have been left behind from even from older seasons, previous seasons, I mean. Once again, I don't play too much of MP1, mostly because if I want to make test videos on lower ranked cars, which I also like doing, you know, if I am in platinum, how the heck am I going to be able to rank down all the way until I get to, you know, the appropriate league where in theory the car should perform. But, oh man, just, it's a bit of a tough question, I tell you. It's weird. I can see the beauty of this multiplayer system for a lot of players. But for me, recording this type of videos, it's kind of annoying. Obviously, that's a very DBT problem, but hey, there it is. All right, defeating all of this stuff, I don't think it matters anymore, because look at these ranks. Yeah, I mean, the 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿, that you don't expect to see 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 in Gold League. That's weird. I can't help myself. I painted it orange. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. What can I say? Cars look fantastic in orange. And this, whoa, look at that orange plus green. And I made it glossy, because yeah, sometimes you do want a little bit of reflection. Though to be fair, in matte it also looks pretty dope. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, oh god. I think I'm gonna do what I said, where I'm gonna be driving cars even in lower leagues. Though it kind of beats a little bit the purpose of these videos, because the whole concept of how far can it take me is, wait a second, there's someone actually putting a good fight up there. The whole concept of this is precisely, well, here's a car, it's gonna be racing against its natural competition. How far can it make it, you know? So that is the whole concept over here. But if I bring cars from a different league, I'm already, I don't know. And then it's not at the right time, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to rethink this a little bit. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick to the way that I'm doing things now and just roll with it. But yeah, I guess I should just put a disclaimer of results may vary based on the time in which, you know, the time of day, the day of the week, the period of the season, and all of that stuff. There's too many variables. So yes, in that sense, old multiplayer was easier to make videos on in this series. But oh well, it is what it is. That is gonna be 9 races and 9 first places. That's a world first for DBT. So that tells you there's something odd going on here with the way that this whole thing is working. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.